We're just going to remove the intro because we're having internet issues today, y'all. Would you know it? Weather related. So welcome in, everyone. We're just going to roll with it as long as we can. We have scattered thunderstorms in our area through the evening, so it may get interesting. You know, we may even have a moment where we need to bend over and kiss our goodbye, but hey, we'll stay live as long as possible.
At least we'll be live.
I mean, at least we'll be I mean, that one should go viral, right? Okay, I am up in chat, and we're just gonna roll with welcoming everybody in, y'all. Mister is keeping record of your numbers. I haven't even done numbers, so I guess we'll have Siri give one to us this evening. And like the night before, I've got another giveaway that I did not do before we ended yesterday, so we'll do that one as soon as we get done introducing everybody. All right, so we got Jessica first in chat and shared out. Welcome in, Jessica. Second in place is Buying Space. That's Myra Elaine. For any of y'all unfamiliar with who Buying Space is, welcome in, Myra. She shared us on her community page. And she missed the friend mail, so she'll rewatch the end of yesterday's live. Well, where did I put it? I've got it somewhere. Actually, I see it. I just kind of buried it. But we could certainly just do a playback live right now. So give me just a second. Kathy shared us out. Welcome in, Kathy. Ashley Reed, welcome in, girl. Good to see y'all. This is our third show for the day, and yeah. And then Kathy put Riley County just updated the bad of the weather should stay south of us. Woo woo.
The keyword should.
Should, as long as it stays south of I-70, and I-70 is 3 miles from us. Typically, anything that's above I-70, we get. Well, I mean, we're only 3 miles.
I don't want any part of this weather after it messed with Wichita like it did this morning.
Yeah, I mean, Reed Timmer's in Wichita, which is Cedric County. So, I mean, you know, if he starts moving up this way, then I might start paying attention. But until then, we stay observant, and we get ready to bend over anytime. Yeah, that's our sense of humor, y'all. So yesterday I had some friend mail come in the mail, and it came from the great state of Florida. And in it, I had some fun items. So first and foremost, it's a celebrate card. You might wonder what we're celebrating. Well, inside this good card that pins like on super high above me, it says, Steph, bring on the confetti. Myra Elaine from the Buying Space channel. And there's her channel sticker. And this says, all the flowers of tomorrow are in the seeds of yesterday. Proverbs. And then last and certainly not least, it is the Grove's Bargain 400 Emporium Steph with the sunflower, and says Alice Miller. And I know who Miss Alice Miller was. I did not have the honor of knowing her, but I have the honor of knowing the great individual that she brought into this world and raised. And I'm grateful for this. Thank you, Myra. Friend mail is not necessary, but it's much appreciated. Let's see. Hey, mister, I found more of our cards.
Cool, because I'm like ripping shred cards up back here. Don't throw them. Just hand them over to me.
Yeah, no. So it would have been full of messy confetti, but Marty. Thank you, Marty, for telling Mom. No. Appreciate that. I've we had packages leave today, so anyone that had packages over the weekend paid for with shipping, those went out today except for a handful. There was a handful that yesterday I goofed up. I was in a hurry between that and trying to push through a migraine. I just got in too big of a hurry, and Pirate Ship wouldn't process using my PayPal business debit. So I decided I'd transfer that money, right? Because it's supposed to be instant, but apparently I didn't hit the instant button. I hit the up to 3 days, which is kind of insane because I'm sure I did not. But PayPal's like, oh, yeah, that's what's on our screen. And I'm like, well, can you just ratify it? I mean, it's my money. It's not like it's being spent anywhere. It was just being transferred to another account. But hey, so those packages will leave no later than Thursday. Regardless if PayPal releases those funds, tomorrow evening or not, Mister, it's going to cover any of those packages because when we invoice with shipping, you're paying for your package. So first in chat is Jessica. Kathy shared us out. Jessica shared us out. And then Myra from Biden Space shared us out. Y'all, I've only been collecting these in my great-grandmother's tumbler. For right now, I haven't separated them, so that's everything right now for, the month we're on. Yeah, you're good. Oh, all right. I did something else, but he kind of distracted me. All right, I did that. Let's see. Let's go ahead. This giveaway is from yesterday, and so I'll have to go into yesterday's giveaway numbers. I just want to get back on track, y'all. And I noticed it after the fact, and I'm like, well, I guess. All right, so yesterday's giveaway numbers are here. So if no one came in on my number, we go with the number above. If there's no one above, only then do we go with the number below mine. And so 616. And this is jewelry giveaway. So number 62. Let's see. We had Jessica at 35 yesterday. Myra's at 63. Robin was at 22. Black Widow was at 76. Subi was at 87. Hippie, I don't think changed her number yesterday. Kraken was at 69. Anyone else, if they won, I just didn't read out their numbers. So it looks like Myra Elaine from the Biden Space Channel is the winner at 63 because no one came in at 62. 62 is the age my mother would have been her last birthday. So I need to, let's see, we've got letters E, F, I, J, K, and L, Myra, for the giveaways. And again, this is from yesterday's giveaway that I did not get. And then number 62. 2 and jewelry. Letter J. You got it. All right. So letter J was donated by Safe Here First. That's Ella. I believe it's black. What do you call that? It's obsidian, maybe. I'm not entirely sure on the stone, but that's what it looks like to me, Myra. So it comes on that little cable chain, and the finishing is silver tone. So congratulations, Myra. And again, that was donated by Save Here First, Ella. Let's see if we can get that back in there. I don't want to go back in there. Yeah, we'll get it in there. And we'll get this marked. I need to mark it in the notebook too, who it's from. So, donated by Ella. Okay. And when Mr. gets back in here, I'll let him fix that. And then I think we're just going to go ahead and do a giveaway. I was going to find.
So did you see in chat?
No, I haven't looked in chat yet.
All right, well,
I'm trying to get straight in your notebook.
Well, Myra is donating it to Jess.
Okay.
Gifting it to Jess.
To Jess or Jessica?
Jess.
Okay. That works.
Yeah. I saw it in chat, Myra. I was just out in the kitchen. I have had no caffeine today. And we went to the store and I bought some coffee.
So here's your giveaway. Okay. We only got 2 with numbers right now, so I'll wait a little bit before we do a giveaway.
Yeah, you're good.
You want to note it in your notebook for it would have been yesterday's giveaway that she's gifting to Jess.
Yeah.
And thank you, Myra. Bear with me for a minute, y'all. My allergies are like super dry or something today. This weather's definitely affecting my hearing. Sometimes I feel like I'm in a barrel, and sometimes I don't know what I'm in. Hey, Crafty, welcome in, girl.
All right.
Alrighty. Y'all, if you're just coming in and you haven't dropped a number for today's giveaways, you can if you want. It's between 1 and 125. I'm trying to straighten my numbers up really quick, y'all.
Yeah, that's right. Nice thing, buddy. I know I got Crafty's link.
Okay. Alright, so typically it's $2 Tuesday. I took the $2 out of it because there'll be $2 stuff, but then there'll be everywhere in between.
Hey, Regina.
Hey, Regina, welcome in. So, Mr. S1036 is going to be $3.
All right, give me a second because I was in the middle of dropping links.
You're fine.
You were going to sound.
You're fine. I can wait for you to get caught up.
Okay, what was your number now?
All right, S1036 is $3 for choice or 2 for $5.
All right, what is it?
It's Rabbit
Okay.
Poppet. So I have 3 in the pink and I've got 2 in the yellow. And they are $3 each. Still new in the package. And these are pretty good size, so that's $3 each or 2 for $5, and you can just tell me the color if you're interested. How's everybody doing?
Hi, Melinda.
Hey, Melinda, welcome in. And if anyone's catching the replay, this is S1036, $3 each or 2 for $5. Again, 2 yellow or 3 pink is what I have available. What's up, bud? This weather's got to be weird coming in.
Yeah, because he's acting strange.
Yeah, he usually won't cross the threshold, at least till it's closer to us being on for 2 or 3 hours. What's up, buddy? Hey, over here.
You came back to rabbits, Jessica.
Yeah, you came back to rabbits, hon. But I've got to get my fur baby out from under my feet. So give me just a second. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come on, bud. There you go. So I don't want him to get used to being
That's it.
in here. So alrighty. Do. Alright. I'm going to put those in something so I now showed. Let's see. We'll stick them in there. Alrighty. Let's see. Alright, is it too soon for Halloween or anything school related? Never? Alright, I've got a lot of 3. It's going to start at 15. You know what? No, let's do it right now. 15. It's a lot, so you get a skull, candy jar, or whatever you'd like it to be.
There's the number.
G13, and it's a lot of 3. So you get the large canister. You get this hanging skull guy. My idea would be, get different clothes, whatever, dress them up, have fun, have a fashion statement piece. And then the third item in this lot is these unscented taper skull candles. So the skulls are up here, and then it's just vertebrae all the way down. Now, these were $10 at Hobby Lobby. That was $10. I don't remember if it was a Hobby Lobby. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but I do remember those were a Hobby Lobby purchase. And then that is something I either got it on the East Coast or the West Coast. I sourced it. I just can't remember which reseller it was. But 15 on the skull lot. I'm going to move those over
So
here.
Myra says if Christmas is in July, then Halloween and Thanksgiving can be in June.
Right? It only makes sense.
You're good, Jessica.
What's up?
Oh, she made
It's just paper that's in the jar, Crafty. So, when they shipped it to me, they shipped it with packing paper because jars, when you have extreme temperatures, the glass will flex and shatter. And so it's just the paper that they put in with it. It's actually, it looks like lined paper, maybe. Yeah, it's lined paper. So, and it does seal down, so the seal is good. And 15 for the whole lot. Alrighty. I have a silicone purse. Yeah, I left the chain on it. So it's just silicone purse. It's large enough to put a tablet in.
what's the number?
It is S69 for $3. So it's pink. Here's your magnet. And it closes that way. So you got magnets on either side. It's clean. It's brand new. You can take the chain off. The chain is silver tone, and it's what weighs the most is the chain. But you can unclasp it there and over here and just have, So $3 S69. Alrighty. S1034 is a set of 2 for $2. So it's just red trays.
Okay.
So they're black on the outside and red on the inside. And they're just 2 trays. You can use them for trinket dishes, separating your jewelry. Let's see. G19 is $6 for a set of 2 Anchor Hawking.
No, they're a plastic.
What's that?
Amy asked, are they metal?
No, those were plastic, hon.
What was your next number? Sorry.
G19. Okay. It's a set of 2 vintage Anchor Hawking. Honeycomb juice glasses.
Myra's getting the red trays.
Okay. Let me grab those out. Thank you, Myra.
And how much are those cups?
$6 for both. And I'm going to have to find something other than a pen to write with. So give me just a second. And just FYI, this is my 3rd show today, so I have not been in my email today, y'all. I'm guilty as charged on that. So if you sent me anything, just know it'll be after this live before I get into it, because between the last show and this one, I didn't stare at a screen. I took an actual break. So these are honeycomb juice glasses. They are 4 1/4 inches tall, 3-inch diameter, no breaks, no cracks, no chips, no flea bites. And you get both for $6. Okay? All right, S904 is $2. It is made in Taiwan.
What is it?
It's a trinket box with a little girl on it. It's in the shape of an egg. And on either side, that's blue for the color. She's in pink overalls looks like a white shirt and blonde hair. $2 for S904. Okay, S1023 is $3, and it is yellow plastic biscuit cutters. It can be cookie cutters, it can be biscuits, it can be whatever your heart desires. But there's 3 in there for $3.
Oh, you got to slow down, man. I can't keep up with you.
Oh, okay. Well,
you're setting it down before I even have it typed into chat.
Sorry, I guess I'm just kind of a robot mode today.
I mean, I could go to a more generic modding.
No, you're fine. I just need to slow down. Alright, so this is a set of 4 biscuit cutters. Now, you can either have the flat side or the decorative side. And it is S1022 for $4. They are a white plastic. Yeah, probably the weather, not feeling 100%, just third show of the day. It could be a number of things, Myra. So.
How much are those?
$4. Okay. And then let's see. We've got the most funniest joke book ever for kids and grown-ups who love to laugh and those that need to. This is S1026 and it's $3. $3. It's got let's see. It is a 2020 publication. And it's got 320 pages. 320 pages. Well, let's see. It says, knock, who's there? Ivan who? I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. So that $3. S1027 is also $3, and it is Love Finds You in Tombstone, Arizona. And let's see. $317 numbered pages. That is about the author.
Hi, hippie.
Hey, happy girl, welcome in. There is Love Finds You Story Locator. So it's got Humboldt, Texas, Pottery, Texas, Groom, Texas, Hope, Kansas. Hey, I know where Hope, Kansas is. Romeo, Colorado, Golden, New Mexico. You know, so. And this one is S1027 for $30. Alright, G4 is $2. $2, and you get all 4 hair clips from Jessica Simpson.
He didn't honk.
What?
Said he didn't honk. But I can feel him.
No,
There he is.
there's
He's heavy.
He's
heavy.
heavy. He's not even here yet, dude.
It's shaking the whole house, and he's not even by us yet. How much were those hair clips? Sorry.
$2. Alrighty. And this is a 8x10 canvas frame. And it is S1029 for $2. S1029 for $2. And it's My Smile Begins With You. Eight by 10 canvas frame. Alright, and then we've got another canvas frame that's S1030, and it's also $2. And I'm holding it upside down. This is a 9 by 12 canvas frame. And it says, "A true love story never ends." So yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Myra's in for 10:30.
Okay. And then let's go ahead and just mark it sold to Myra.
Yep. I'm doing it all as buy it nows today anyhow.
Thank you, Myra. All right. So 1024 is $3 for choice. And you get your choice of a silicone soap holder. So you've got white. They look like a leaf. Almost like a lily pad is actually what it looks like. $3 each. You got white. You got aqua teal, whatever you'd like to call it. These, again, are silicone. They are soap holders. But, I mean, you could use it.
Hey, Yarn and Whatnot, Erica. Welcome in.
Hey, Erica. Welcome in, girl.
So give me just a second so I can drop her.
So you can literally use it as a trinket dish, right? And this is the gray one. And it, again, the number is 1024, $3 for choice. So gray, white, or blue. Alright, I think it goes without saying, we know there are some of y'all that love sloths. And this sloth is S1001. And he has an $8 buy it now on him. $8 buy it now. Now he's pretty cool because his arms are long enough. Let's see, what did they do with those cups?
$10.24 Aqua is going to Melinda.
Okay. Give me a second and I'll pull it. So you can tie his arms or his legs, but he'll hold a mug. So let me put this back over there. And let me pull the Aqua. You said the blue one, right?
You said the Aqua. So
okay, let me grab a sticker just to mark it sold.
Right.
Because it's silicone
up here, so.
Melinda.
You're good, Black Widow. Said she's lurking and cooking. Blah blah blah.
I say that twice as fast, mister. Thank you, Melinda. And Black Widow. Don't we cook and sell at the same time? Just saying. Just saying. Alright. There's hers. Alright, and then for the sloth, he is S1001. If anyone is interested in him, he was made, his copyright's 2016, and he came from the Wild Republic. Wild Republic, so.
Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew, welcome in. Alrighty, let's see. There's my shows container. But keep everything organized, Joel. I can move from one auction to another without missing a whole lot. So, alrighty. I need to give these a number. These are going to be $2 per choice. There's going to be 4 in each. So they're all actually the same. Let me get a number. S1037. It's $2 each. And I have 4 available. You might ask what these are. You could call them trivets. You can.
But so you're doing the stack for $2,
so,
or each one for $2?
So each set, okay, you get 4. So you get the aqua, you get the red, you get the purple, and you get the blue. Does that make sense?
Yep. How much were you doing on those?
$2 a set, and I have 4 sets available. Good grief. This is.
Yeah, they're bottle openers.
Right. So, well, you can use them for jars as well. But they're grippers, so you can open things easier. And I will tell you, on the days where my hands will not.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, Michael, welcome in. When my hands are not very forgiving, when my fingers just won't cooperate.
And I just
these are great.
Michael.
Okay, Amy, I got you for 1 set. So S1037, 1 set to Amy.
All right.
I need to mute for a second because I need to ask you something. Well, maybe if I can get it to mute. Did hers go out?
Who, Amy's? Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to say this one.
And you weren't muted.
I know I wasn't muted.
Okay.
I felt like I was going to mess up math, so. Gotta remember half the time I have to hit the keyboard twice.
Yeah, well, as soon as I get vehicles fixed, then the next check or so will be
getting a new computer. We can nurse it until then. It'll be great. And if not, well, we'll roll back to using phones. So, S1037, $2, Amy. And I'm going to put a Y there because we do have a few Amy's that float between channels. That way, if I remember in the middle of the night going, which Amy was it? I don't have to go back and look. And then these. Give me just a second, mister.
You're fashionably late, Robin.
You're fashionably late. Yeah. You're fashionably late. I just need clear. Oh, good grief. See, that's why I didn't touch my keyboard, but then I had to. All right. Let's see. Where are we at on time? Still before 6? Yeah. All right. I'm going to bag these other 3 sets. That way I don't have to.
And thank you, Jessica. I'm just going to let you drop links while you're in here.
Yeah, Jess. If you feel up to it, go ahead and drop links.
She's dropping them like right along with me, so I'm just going to let her drop them.
Yeah, that works. So that was 10. What number was that?
1037.
1037. because I can write it just here on the bag, and then it's just up and go again. And those are $2. One more day. I'm almost there, mister.
No, you're good. I'm just sitting back down.
Yeah, I had my accountability partner call me out Sunday night, y'all. Sunday night. So let me tell you what my accountability partner, you can guess who it is. I won't confirm or deny anything, but she's like, so Steph, tell me, when'd you list last? Because my goal has been listing. And I'm like, and she goes, yeah, I don't want to hear excuses. Right? So my goal yesterday was, hey, I'm going to push through and I'm going to get 3 items listed. And then everything with PayPal happened. So I got to have a realistic goal and get listing relatively soon. I'm not going to say a date because she's probably listening. So she'll be asking me on that morning, right? She'll be asking Steph, when did you list? But hey, in all fairness, that's what accountability partners are there for. If you want someone to keep you accountable to the goals or other things you're trying to achieve, then you got to find one that you're willing to be honest with. And then let's see, Mister, we're gonna have another shipping day this week because of all the goofiness with PayPal.
Right.
And
truly.
so I'm gonna assume that's just gonna be Thursday, unless something happens between now and tomorrow. So I have a couple giveaway things that we need to get in the mail. You think that's possible to do between the sales week and next?
No, it should be.
Okay. Woohoo, sorry y'all. I am slow when it comes to my hands because, well, my hands don't like to cooperate. So, yeah, if anyone
like
else...
what I said, Thursday is a no mail day. It's a holiday.
Yes, it is a holiday. It's Juneteenth.
So it ain't going out Thursday, but they'll be ready to go out Friday.
Alright, so it'll be Friday.
They just
She's
made
right.
me take a trip to town with me on Friday, and when I get off work, I'll go drop them.
And someone else told me, I think it was Buying Space last week, said something about Thursday again, but my brain just, is on autopilot. Alright, so S1015 is a buy it now of $6. And it is for the still new on the card. Let's see. It's from Claire's. And it's obviously marked Claire's. So it's a 16-inch chain. So here is the front. And then here is your earrings on the back. So the earrings dangle as well, just like the pendant does. $6. And thank you, Black Widow, for reminding me again. I think she reminded me earlier today, too, y'all.
And it's not a big deal because we'll have them ready to go Thursday, and then they'll just ride in with me on Friday.
Right. So, yeah, any of our folks that are prompt on...
Robin says she loves her copper bracelets.
Good, I'm glad. I figured you would, and I'm glad those went somewhere where they could be appreciated because, yeah. And there's those one pieces that every once in a while. All right. let's see. I've got a book. It's Daniel in the Lion's Den. So this is a Bible story book. And we're going to do a buy it now $1. And it's going to be S1038. S1038. It's just a small book. It's a book of Daniel in the Lion's Den. 2017 is the copyright. And can't tell you for sure how many pages because they're not numbered, but my best guess is somewhere between 20 and 25. That's front and back. And it's so new that the pages are not that easy to...
Robin's in for that one.
All right. Go ahead and mark it so to Robin.
Yep.
Thank you, Robin. And y'all, the way our giveaways, the way invoices will be done this week. I have this sale. I have the sale over at Scootery Day LLC's at 7:30 this evening. Tomorrow we're over with Don for Hump Day.
Hi, Angie.
With the Groves. Hey, Angie, welcome in. Sorry, I can't think and write or talk and write, so. S1039 is a new book. It's $30. Buy it now. And it is also from Disney. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to multitask in real time. So it is Disney High School Musical, the series Road Trip. So brand new. $10.39, $3. And it has 263 numbered pages. And it's the High School Musical Road Trip.
And Melinda's in for that one.
Okay. And that was a buy it now, so thank you, Melinda. And there you go, mister. Alrighty, let's see. Trying to figure out what I've showed versus what I've showed earlier today. So if I show anything multiple on this show, I apologize, but I probably showed it once or twice somewhere else today. So
Robin says, "Hey Steph, it's been a long day for you."
It has been. Hey, I asked everybody else. I'm like, hey, how many is your count for the day of shows? Most of them's 2 or 3. No one said that they've done 4. So I was like, you know what? I've got to do it. It feels like a challenge. So, hey, let's do it. So, S904, it's $2. And it is for this trinket box. It's in the shape. Help if I put it on the right way. It's in the shape of an egg.
That's the girl one?
This is the girl one.
We've showed that one already.
See, I told you there was probably something I was going to show.
But I'll go ahead and type it in.
All right, then we'll show it again. So it's a trinket box. Is that a flea bite? No, it's just where the paint missed it.
And it was 2, right?
$2. This is blue. Shape of an egg. Made in Taiwan. It's a girl in pink overalls and a blonde hair. And it's just a simple trinket box. So, yes, the kid has hatched. All right, I'm putting her up here, so now I know I showed her. So that showed the dinosaur, the turtle, whatever.
No, that was all early.
Okay. All right, so S867 is a Build-A-Bear, and we're asking $6. $6, and it could be your, it could be your turtle, a dinosaur. Here is the Build-A-Bear tag, and then here's the Build-A-Bear heart and paw. So S867, it could be whatever you want it to be for $6. It is clean, no issues with them. He doesn't have any funky odors, so it doesn't smell like the sea. And we will move on to our next item. So S57 is $3. Buy it now.
What was the number again?
S57 for $3. And you get all 3 of these poppet bracelets. They look like watches. I think my fur babies might have issues with me doing 4 lives in one day, but hey, yeah, that was definitely them. So you get 2 like this, and then you get a third one that's just slightly different. So you get all 3 for $3, and that is S57. And since my fur babies feel they're neglected, I need to at least open the door and figure it out.
Mm-hmm. They may need your potty.
Hey, bud. No, he just stay on the pillow. Stay right there.
Lay down.
No, you stay right there. Good boy.
Need to get him a small dog bed for in here.
We will. That's something for another day. All right. So these are $9.52, and it's $4 for choice. $9.52. $4 for choice.
S57 is going to Angie.
Okay, let me pull it. 57.
Yep.
What was it?
It's the puppet bracelets.
Okay. Well, that's why I didn't see it. It was underneath. Thank you. And thank you, Angie. He'll be back here in a second. That's what I think he said. Let's see. Alright, pen doesn't want to work, then we'll go to the Sharpie. Thank you, Angie. And I want to stick them in a bag so they're all together. Oh, he thought you were kicking them out or something, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, there's those.
Thank you.
Alright, $9.52. You get your choice of Lucky. And these are pillows, or at least this is what we used them for. What'd you use them for? I'm sure your grandma had
Pillows.
some, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your grandma would hand them to us and tell us, there you go lay down.
So, Lucky, Care Bear Cousin, these are $4 each choice. Get Smurfette, and Smurfette has her signature here.
Hi, Katie.
Hey, Katie, welcome in. And then this dude, his is there. So you got him, you got Smurfette, you got the Care Bear, or the Care Bear cousin, $4 choice of. Let's see. We're going to stick them over there for now because if someone's interested, I'll fetch them out later. Doing okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so we have a groovy mushroom shirt, size medium. Yeah. It's an adult medium, and so this is going to be S1040, and it's going to be for $3. $3. Let me bring y'all down a little bit out of the ceiling there. So, groovy. It's a gray shirt with mushrooms. And the maker is Gildan. So, maker is Gildan. Size medium. We've got enough people with numbers, right, that they've dropped?
Oh, yeah. Anyone new, drop a number between 1 and 125.
Yeah, between 1 and 125. I will go ahead and show these two items, and then we're going to do a giveaway. So, size large.
What's the number?
It's going to be 1041. 1041, and it's $3. So I would say that this is going to be more of a petite or junior size. So it says peace, love, and hippiness. And then it is from Mudd, MUDD.
You're doing it for
$3. Yep. S1041. Size large, I believe it's probably
1 to 125, Robin.
I think it's probably either petite or junior size. It's not going to be a full figure woman. Kind of like Robin said earlier in one of the chats about she loved my top and everything that's in it. That one is definitely going to be very defining.
So, Katie, you'll have to drop a different number. That one was already taken.
So, that top will be $3. Ready, and then this one, let me check. It's either a dress, a jumper, or something.
That one's good.
I think it may just be a dress. Yeah, it's a dress. Alright, so let's figure out what the size is first. It is extra large, Bailey blue.
1042.
1042, and it is going to be, let's do $3 on it as well. So extra large. This is more of a purple wine color. It's very floral. You do have the ruffle. There is the sheer, and then underneath is the solid color. So again, this is extra large. Bailey blue is the maker, and it is going to be $3.
All right. Could you take a breath for just a second?
Well, those were the ones I was going to show before we do the giveaway, because I figured to give everybody time to get in with a number if they hadn't yet.
Let me get all these wrote down.
Not a problem. I'll have to get more numbers done here in a minute or two. Yeah, he's crashed out on his pillow.
I think a lot of it's the weather.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get a little nautical tonight, so.
Yeah, pretty but too big. That's me, Melinda. I'm actually in a medium, regardless of what StreamYard says when it adds 10 pounds to anyone. I'm a medium large right now.
We're good. All right. You ready for me to drop stop signs?
Yep.
Or stop sunflowers?
Do whatever, and I'm going to ask Siri for a number tonight, y'all. And the number that Siri chooses is the number we're going to go with. If no one comes in on that number, we go with the number above that number. If there's no number above, then and only then do we go to the number below. Mister, I need 3 cards. Actually, I shouldn't. I've got some here.
Okay.
So I was just thinking about that. I'm trying to get semi-organized. Black Widow keeps saying I am organized. I mean, I have a method to my madness, but
it's called organized chaos.
Yeah, it's organized chaos. We'll just organized chaos. So let me write some dates on these cards really quick. So then it's the 17th. 17.
And Robin, her husband, is cool as could be too. He goes on camera and he'll have challenges against her and Crafty Witch. It's cool.
Yeah, they're a bunch of fun, and I can tell you, you can fall asleep if you're not feeling good on either their channels, and it isn't gonna jack with you. You know, there's some things that you can fall asleep to and it'll mess with you. Their channels are not one of them.
Well, my view on it, Katie, is if we're not having fun, then why are we doing it?
Mm-hmm. Did you already put stop signs in?
Yeah.
I see them now. Sorry. Alrighty. Hey Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 125. 65. 65. 65 is our first number for the evening, y'all. And while Mister's figuring that out, I need to fill the pockets up because we've got a couple empty ones.
So there was no one from 65 to 75 or even to 85.
Oh, wow.
But we did have a 95, which was Ashley.
Ooh. So.
And she's getting to where I'm going to have a nice little envelope to be able to send her.
Right.
All right, Hippie. I got you.
And then let's see about those. Yeah. So choose a letter from E through L. So we got E, F, G, H, I, J, K, or L.
And give me a second. Let's see if she's.
And hey, Hippie, welcome in, girl. Let's see. And if y'all missed out on Deb's wood burning the other day, I don't remember what day. Maybe it was Sunday. It might have been Sunday. Hippie Grandma Bargains was over there selling, y'all, and I did score one item. I couldn't stay there too long, but I definitely scored an item from Hippie.
She's been lurking. I don't know if Ashley's still here or not.
All right, well, that's cool. I'll just put her name on here, and we'll just stick her up there. Hey, if Deb from Mona comes in, or D from Daisy's Creations comes in, I need to know because they won last week. All right, so this is for Ashley, right?
How long is he out Katie, when he goes out?
I think it varies.
You know, here on the continental U.S., you have truck drivers that leave and go out.
And then this one we got yesterday, so. But this way, you know, if y'all come in and you gotta go do something, if y'all win and you're not here to claim
Oh, wow.
a pocket, then we just put you on the wall, and when you come back in, and we remember, right? Because that's the other thing is stuff forgets things. Then
That's a lot like being
2 months at a
married
time.
to a long distance truck driver.
I mean,
some of the ones for
there's a
Prime
lot
and
of
them where they don't come home for 4 or 5 months at a time.
right. Ready? Where we at on time? 15 after. Y'all tell me what y'all want to see. Tell me what you want to see aside from oh goodness. Aside from I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something, but it left me. Hey, I do have some toilet spray.
Let's do those.
They're going to be $2 for choice, and I have 2 available. 2 of these available. They are new, haven't been used. So this is going to be $10.43, and it's going to be $2 for choice. So they're about the same scent, Tropical Palms, and it says Pretty Poo toilet spray. Put a lid on it. And I have 2 of these available. So
I've heard that phrase before for the sea. Said that Katie said they were at their friends this evening for dinner because they wanted to catch them before dinner before he left to rejoin his mistress. And I've heard that for ocean and sea.
Yep, mistress. Yeah, the mistress is the sea. Mistress of the sea. Alrighty, and so these are here if anyone is interested in them. Let's see. $9.76 is a buy it now of $5. It is a canister set. It's a set of 3, plus you get the lid. It's still sealed. Otherwise, I would show you, but $5 is what we paid plus tax today if you want them. They're $5 flat rate. So, and if there's no interest, I'll hold it up for a second. Yeah, I guess I'm being impatient now, aren't I?
Yeah, it's all right. If someone jumps on it, then I'll let it go for that. Somehow I hit a 3 instead of a 5. But at this point, it is what it is.
Set of $3 for buy it now. 5. Yeah. So just buy it now. $5. All right. This fairy is S906, and she's $4. And she's just a fairy princess. She's got a lot of color in her dress. Her wings, you can manipulate and bend them differently if you'd like. I'm leaving them the way I sourced them. Hey, Tanya Nels, welcome in, and thank you. Would you drop their link, mister, please? Thanks for coming in.
To you also.
Yep. I don't sub while I'm live, but I do follow up following the live event, so I appreciate you being here. S906 is $4. Okay, let's see. This cross is a ceramic That's what I'm calling it. It's sound ceramic. It's $9.40, and it's $5. And it says faith on it. It's a Celtic cross, and it's got the faux sea moss, whatever you want to call it. But
I think it's a cool cross because it's Celtic, but
it's Celtic. So even if you didn't want to see the faith and the ornate design, you could turn it that way. And either way, it is $5. $5. Do we have any crochet dudes in here?
I never learned how to crochet.
Number 4 is a $3 buy it now, and it's the crochet dude. So it's
Is there
just
a letter with that, or
no, it's just number 4. And it's $3. Buy it now. So 6 of the crochet needles will fit there, and then more can fit in this compartment. And then number 4 for $3. Okay, we have a handmade in India earth colors exclusively by Kim Cal in 16, and it's a soapstone carved trinket dish. So looks more like feathers.
how much you doing that one?
$6. And it's soapstone. Alright, mister, I think it's time for you to swap spots with me or something.
Well, let me run to the restroom real quick.
That works.
No, not my stuff.
No, you're good. It's just time to trade off. My hips are starting to get the best of me, and my face don't lie, so it's a good time to just step off and take a break for a minute and let him show some stuff. Let's see what that shows.
So Tanya says she's listening and watching and doing her nails.
Ooh, awesome. Heck yeah.
Grab my stove.
Yeah, grab your stuff. Anyone like rusty stuff?
Let's see.
I think I'll leave the rusty for the next sale because we still have one sale after this, y'all. We're gonna raid here in about an hour. We're gonna raid Scooter and E LLC for her one fry short of a Happy Meal.
All right. Hi, everyone. I decided to go green today. All right. S981. All right. So S981 is a $6 buy it now tonight. And it is a piece of petrified wood, but it looks more like a piece of petrified dog turd. But it is petrified wood, guys. It got called out earlier today on the first one that Steph was doing, and someone goes, "That looks like poo-poo." It's like, yeah, that's what it looks like. But it is petrified wood. Story with petrified wood. My grandparents lived in Southeast Colorado, and there's a car dealership down there that has a building that sits on their property, and all the walls of the building are petrified wood. And we're talking big chunks, you know. 90% of that petrified wood came off my grandparents' property. So I'm kind of a petrified wood person anyhow. But $9.81 is $6. Oh, Robin said she'll take the poo. So notebook is over there. You'll have to write down S or hand it here and I'll write it down.
Sorry, you caught me with a mouthful.
Steph's over here eating. Hold on. Give me just a second, guys. Helps if I put a name next to it. All right, that's in there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I literally have some petrified poo. All right. Let's see here. What else can I get into trouble with?
Pigeon Forge.
All right, so I've got some Pigeon Forge Tennessee pottery. They are actually two separate pieces. I like it where it's all stuck together, but you don't have to do that. Guess what the state stone is here?
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cool, Robin. That's cool. All right, so it is marked on the bottom, but you can't see it very well on the camera. It does say Pigeon Forge, Tennessee on it. The vase has no nicks or anything. You can tell if I can get it to show it. Yeah, on camera, you can tell it's kind of oblong. So you can tell it's, handmade. It wasn't come out of a big machine anywhere. And then the trinket dish is right there. It is the same thing on the bottom. Pigeon Forge, Tennessee pottery. We have it sitting like this in the dish, and I think it just kind of looks cool sitting like that.
So it's $12.
It's a $12 buy it now tonight. Tuesdays we just kind of throw as much as we can on buy it now. It's kind of our clearance day. It started out as our $2 Tuesday, and then we started running out of $2 items to make a whole show. So, all right. If anyone's interested, then come back later and look at that. All right. As 810. And it's going to be a buy it now for $12. Originally, I had it set at $25. We've dropped it essentially in half. I've had it here too long. It is an Indiana glass vintage pressed diamond cut clear lidded candy dish. I'm going to show you the bottom first. And the bottom is clear. It's got the pressed diamonds. There's no damage anywhere on it. There's no roughness anywhere. I feel comfortable running my hands all the way around. I'm not going to get cut. That's the bottom. And then we've got the top. And the top's the same way as the bottom. There's no damage. I feel perfectly comfortable taking my hand and rubbing it all the way around. It's got an acorn for the handle. Now, the handle is just a hair loose. It does have the screw to tighten it. I don't feel comfortable tightening it. Being vintage, I don't want to take a chance of breaking it. It doesn't affect the use. It's not going to fall off. It doesn't spin. Well, maybe it does spin. There.
Be careful not to tighten it too tight.
But
That's how people end up splitting them.
yeah, well, that's the reason why I don't want to sit there and really wrench on it. All right, guys. And that's S810 for $12. I have that problem with the couch, Robin, especially after a hard week's work. Today was my Friday, so I put in my 5 days. All right. You haven't showed him here yet, have you?
No, I've showed him twice today. So let's show him for a third time today.
And a fourth time.
Because if not, he's going to be shown again a fourth time here in about an hour.
And this is a buy it now for $12. He is this really neat ceramic feel, pottery feel, whatever. I'm not sure what he exactly is made out of. But he is a Clydesdale planter. There is no nicks, no,
He does show some wear, but
he shows wear, but that's not nicks. It's like down here on his hoof, you can see where there's like this white spot, and it feels rough, but it's like where the glazing didn't stick.
Mm-hmm.
The detail in his face is unreal. I just think he's cool. He's $12. He is a planner. He is clean. I think so too, and I just haven't really researched. I mean, Steph did like the initial, hey, okay, here's kind of our price range, but we really haven't looked into him. He just is a neat piece. He's different. You see a lot of different planners. I mean, I've got a few of them laying around that she's got different stuff planted in, but I don't think
the ones that are planted aren't for sale because they come from
right.
Grandma.
Yeah, the ones that she's got up here, they're planted in. They came from Grandma. They're family items. They're not for sale. But this guy is. He's not marked anywhere on his feet or anything. Even under our sticker, he's not marked with anything. So, all right, and that's a $12 start bid.
Hey, why don't you show the rocks? Because we got rock hounds in here.
Oh, I'll show the rocks in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and show her.
All right. She is old vintage. She may even be antique, and it's not saying she is, but she is old enough to be.
Now, this one is going to be a start bid, not a buy it now, because this is only like second time we've showed her. And I, won't go to buy it now yet on it. I mean, obviously, if it's a start bid, you're the only person that comes in, you get it for that price. But it gives everyone a chance. She is number S1035. She's $4.
No.
Or
she is
$24.
$4.
$24. And this is what she looks like, guys. She is old vintage, possibly antique. Everything we've brought up on her, one of them shows that she's vintage, and then the next one shows she's antique for the exact same thing. So there's no condition issues other than she needs cleaned. And we might start a succulent farm. At least Steph can't kill succulents that easy.
Except for the winter time.
Yeah, except for the winter time. But
in the wintertime, I can kill them.
She has no damage, and she is essentially they build like a body underneath her. But she's a neat piece. She is $24. We won't come down from that because I'm going to put my finger in here and I'm going to hold it real still and let anyone Google lens her that wants to, and you'll understand why we're not bringing her for under 24.
Well, I paid up on her for one.
Well, yeah. Steph paid up on her for one, and two.
She doesn't have any damage, but she does need to be cleaned. She is hand painted.
So we don't feel comfortable trying to clean her. We've got another piece that's kind of the same way. That oh no, you have no idea, Myra. A few years ago at the place we lived, I grew okra that went 9 and 10 feet tall. It was coming out the eaves of our house because it was planted along the side of the house. And then the next year I planted the big mammoth sunflowers, and those flowers were bigger than my head, and they were up right to the eave of the house. It was kind of cool.
All right. You ready to swap, or you gonna
I'll show one or two more and then.
Okay.
All right, guys. So S404. And you did a price adjustment on that, is that right?
Yes, $6.
And it's going to be a buy it now for $6.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
What's that?
Okra looks like Mary Jane plant from a helicopter.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so this is going to be $6. Buy it now. It's for this little blue vase. And this little guy is just under 6 inches tall.
And that's at the highest.
That's at the highest point from there to there. It's like 6 inches tall. I've got it up against my hand. Obviously, I'm a guy. I've got decent sized hands, but yeah. So at the inside, it's just a little pitcher vase, little bud vase, but it looks like a nice blue pitcher.
And here be Robin.
I have 2 plants.
I have 2 plants. Well, if I could have plants in
yeah, we're in the wrong state for any of that, guys.
I gotta go 2 hours to be legal.
Well, we live in the very last state to do any of that stuff. And then I think I'll show the espresso cups, and then I'll let you come back over and giving you a little break that way.
Appreciate that. Thank you, mister.
Yeah.
Okra plants. Oh.
Well,
right.
we thought you were going the other way.
To confirm, Robin's talking about her okra plant. She's got 2 of them. She doesn't have the magical plants. No trip on the magical school bus today at Robin.
All right, so this is going to be $9.74. It's a buy it now of $8, guys. These is a brand new set of 4 espresso cups. They were originally priced at $15.99 Easter of 2024 at Hobby Lobby. They are food safe, dishwasher safe, and it says do not microwave, which means you put them in the microwave, these little handles are going to get so hot it's going to burn the living crud out of you.
You get the caddy.
You get the caddy and all 4 cups as you see it. It is brand new, steel sealed. It is tied off. It's everything.
Those are mini cups.
They're those little mini cups. They're espresso cups. So they're, 2 inches by, 2 inches type of thing. They're meant to hold really strong drink. All right. And there's those.
All right, let's swap. Oh, you're going to do one
When
more.
I was married.
When I was married, Kathy, I'll read it. Kathy said, when I was married, we bought a house near the Vale. Those plants were growing in the backyard. We called the authorities and they removed them. I'll tell you what, if you're a reseller and you want your stuff organized,
you're good, Tanya. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, Tanya.
All right, guys. So this is S1031. We're going to do it for $8. This thing is brand new. That's what we paid for it. It's like those canister set that Steph showed earlier. These are stuff we bought when we first moved up here, and then they got shelved and left. and that's been going on 2 years. Next month will be 2 years.
Yeah.
So, it's been sitting here for 2 years in our house, not
23
used.
months.
Yeah, 23 months. Not used at all. I mean, it's still got the original sticker.
You can make pancake batter in there. You can do a lot with it.
It's a good bowl. I mean, it's
a mixing bowl.
Good size mixing bowl, actually. It's not huge. It's not one of those big monster huge ones.
And it's a bluish gray.
And the bowl from lip to lip is about 6 3/4 inches. And if you add the handle and the spout, it brings it to about 9.5. It is right at 5 inches tall. So it's 5 inches from here to the bottom, and from there is your 9 from the handle to the spout end.
All right, and we got Hippie in for 1031.
All right.
That's the one you should be holding.
Yep, that's the one I'm holding. Thank you,
Hippie. Yeah, any of you resellers, if you want help organizing, do a call-in for Anonymous.
So there's a story behind those plants, Kathy. We were down in South Central Kansas, and one of the people that I worked with, her parents had a house, and I don't remember what we went. I mowed their yard.
Yeah, you mowed the yard.
I mowed the yard, and I got to the backyard, and there was probably 50 plants lined along their fence line, and they're like, just cut them out. We don't know how they started here. Just cut them out. Well, doing a little history on Kansas, Kansas used to be one of the largest hemp providers in the nation. So lot of the
producers.
Yeah, hemp producers in the nation. So all them plants, there's a good chance they were all males. They were all hemp plants, not the actual good stuff.
Yeah. In South Central, it actually grows naturally
in the ditches. Yeah, in the ditches out there.
And actually, next time where the sun's out and it's not all doom and gloom, I've got a spot less than a mile from where we're selling it right now that lines up with them constantly.
All right, you ready to come on this side again?
I'm ready to come on this side.
And I'll get this one wrote down in the notebook. I just got to get moved around.
That's all right. I left my meat over there on your seat, so you can have some if you want it.
Woohoo! I get some of Steph's meat.
Yeah, no, don't abuse it. All right, we are going to go ahead and do another giveaway, y'all. So this will be for jewelry. Let me make sure I've got my pockets filled. Yeah, E through L. E through L. And I'm going to assume everyone's put a number in today. Obviously, I'm not choosing the numbers. Siri is today. So I'm going to ask Siri for a random number and we're rolling with it. Hey, Siri. Give me a random number between 1 and 125, please. 68. 68.
Give me just a minute. I'll go and see who won.
You want me to get it marked in here?
68. So.
And everybody can only win once, so.
Jessica's at 100. That's the next number.
Let's see. Yeah, because Ashley's already won. So the one above mine would be 100. So that would be Jessica. Jessica, are you still here, girl?
Pick it and keep it, because I will send it.
Yeah, we've got a box getting ready to head to Jessica. Hopefully this week. My goofiness with trying to push through a migraine yesterday slowed shipping down this week, and I apologize for that, but it does happen. Jessica, if you're still here, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, or L.
looking up to see.
And I'll wait and see. She may have went and done the things that Jessica does, because Jessica covers so many channels, y'all. She does.
Say it's been a while since she's commented, so
I'll wait about another 20 seconds and we'll just put her name.
she'll be in tonight. We can holler at her tonight.
I'm sure we'll see her again this evening. That girl does a lot for so many channels in our communities, regardless if we're resellers, crafters, any of it. So, and I appreciate her. So we'll put her name up here.
Well, and a lot of times she'll win and then she just gifts it because she doesn't usually buy.
She doesn't buy, and you know,
Coffee's going through.
She typically likes to gift, but in this case I'm gonna make her keep it. No give backs, right? And Crafty's back. Hubby is home. Awesome. So Jason's home. Crafty is Andy with an I, y'all. If you're unfamiliar with her, even if you're just a community member, you can still grow your channel, you know. And Crafty Witch 232 offers just that. She offers both networking pretty much anytime she's on, doing, whether it's just a couple hours or a whole day marathon, you know, cranking out her little creatures that she creates. They're little stuffies, but I don't know past that. I'm probably really chopping that up. But she is definitely a good channel to be connected to, y'all. So let's see. Mr. took off for a minute. So we are going, let's see, where are we at on time? Okay. I am going to show some minerals, and I'm going to describe them the best I can. This is going to be, I think we said 1,000 was the solid number for these, but past that, you're going to claim them by the number that I have on them. And so like this one, for instance, is number 5, and it's 378 grams. And these are right now $8 for choice. So this is quartz. The red you see in that is iron oxide and who knows what else. But it's a significant chunk. So you get the quartz points and a lot of the host rock, and that one's number 5 for 378 grams. Mister?
Yeah.
No, I've got something I can put them in. Never mind. Alright, so this is more of a regular geode, meaning it was probably only split in 2 pieces. So number 20 is 80 grams. Oh yeah, and it really does sparkle, but I need a light or something to shine on it. So, hey Siri, turn on my flashlight. See all that crystallized. So there's quartz in there. There's other stone, but I can't tell you if it's red or if it's purple or black. So if it's red, it would be garnet. Garnet. If it's black, it could be obsidian or anything. If it's purple, it could be amethyst. Sorry, I did not mean to shine that on. Right there. There you see all the sparkle. And that is number 20, 80 grams. And these are $8 each, y'all. Just a heads up, it doesn't matter the size. This one is number 10. It's 82 grams. And this is your fluorite. So the reason why it's like this is it's rough, meaning it hasn't been polished. It does have the greens and the purple. Let's see if I can get it to...
I think your tape's blocking you.
Yeah, it probably is. Let's see if it does it this way. No. It's not going to show as well as I was hoping it would, but it's the fluorite. There isn't a whole lot of purple in this one. I see more of the green and the quartz. These were all sourced at the Phoenix Gems show that they do every year. If they weren't sourced there, they were sourced. The fluorite crafty is number 10.
Yeah,
I'm going to assume you were asking about the fluorite. So I've showed that one. That one's number 10. Before that is the geode, and it's number 20. Okay, she wants the fluorite.
Gotcha, Crafty.
Thank you, Crafty.
Do you have any purple or amethyst? I don't think so.
So I do have an amethyst. For one, I'd have to Google lens it to be more specific than that.
And she's going to take 20 also.
Okay. So give me a second. I'm putting Andy that way it doesn't confuse me. Because if I put Crafty, then I'm going to be thinking, who
I put Crafty because I follow your guys.
Hey, there's Tuber Chat, y'all.
Hey, Kevin.
Y'all, that is the number one channel. I don't care what you do on YouTube. Tuber Chat is the number one channel you want to be connected to. I'm not saying that because he's just here right this second. I'm telling y'all. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. Thank you. He shared us out on Reddit. Alrighty, I need to put Andy down for this one. And Andy, your package will be going out Thursday. Well, no, it'll be Friday. Sorry. Black Widow reminded me, I think twice today, that we do not have mail on Thursday. And then Buying Space reminded me probably last week.
So, I think these could go in this package.
It doesn't matter because I have to do a true weight.
Right.
Right? Because I'm combining everything since it's all here and we haven't. Yeah.
Right. All right. So I'm going to set them in the box. So.
All right. Number 18 is 286 grams. 286. So you got a lot of that red in there. It is quartz. There's some milky quartz in there. Past that. Do not get me to lying, y'all. It's number 18, 286 grams. I am going to take the sticker off so I could show you the host part. So this is the host rock. And this is a significant piece. It's cool. I want to say...
Back to your pillow.
Hey, back over to your pillow, buddy. I know, we need to get you a doggy bed. Go on. Yeah, he's like, no, I ain't gonna listen. Red jasper is the other mineral. I think that's in this, but don't hold me to that. And that one is 18 for 286 grams. And I know, no worries. I just want you to know it's all going to come in one package for you, girl. Number 7 is 104 grams. Now this is quartz with your milky quartz in it. So your host rock is this part right here. All of these were ethnically sourced, meaning ain't no kids that were out, doing child labor. These weren't stolen, so there's no one was
hurt over them.
All right, number 11. Now this one has a lot of sheen. Number 11 is 148 grams, and it's got, I believe it's citrine, the Yellowstone.
Now your light will probably bring that yellow out.
So let's see. I'm trying to get it where it's not bleeding it out, but it's.
The light needs to be towards you, so it's facing away from the camera, and then it may work.
All right. So there's this. I'm thinking it's citrine. So there's right there. And then where's the other one? There's a couple pieces of citrine because there's one on that edge and that edge. But the most cool piece, I'm trying to see how I'm going to show it. So under the citrine stone, see that cavern right there? It can be shown all the way through. So that one is number 11, and there's a lot going on with this stone. There's a lot of minerals. There's blue in there, there's yellow, and there's a lot of druzy. So that one is number 11. Number 3 is 162 grams. So when they're carving these out to pieces and stuff, you'll get your metal. Or you'll not your metal, you'll get your tool marks, and that's what you're seeing here. So this is the host rock, and then right here is the actual mineral. This one is number 3 at 162 grams.
So Myra said someone dropped a rock on their foot at some point with a laughing face, and then put, "No rocks were hurt in the making of this video."
Amen, right? So, yeah, these are just cool pieces.
See, I never cared for citrine. I'm a November person, and I never cared for citrine. I always thought it was an ugly birthstone.
So number 2 is 224 grams, and this is your milky quartz. There are some points. Now, if the points have a true point on them or not, don't get me to rant. But this is 224 grams, and it is your milky quartz. Kind of like milk glass, but not the same. It's just a really cool piece. How are we doing on time?
6:58.
Okay. Now this one, this is number 6 is 156 grams. And this is what happens when geodes, because geodes look like rock formations. They look like, they actually look, it depends on where you get them from. This one, I'm going to bet my money that this one was sourced in Keokuk. Keokuk has...
and that's Iowa, right?
That's Iowa. Has... Oh, let's see if I can do it.
Crafty's getting number 2 also.
Okay, give it. Let me pull it.
And Crafty, Steph does the same thing. The moment I walk in the door, she'll stop bidding on stuff.
Or I'll turn y'all down, right? And he'll be like, he'll look over and he'll be like, "Whose chat are you in and what are you bidding on?" And I'll be like, "I'm bidding with my own money."
Hi, Jason.
Hey, Jason, y'all. Jason P is Crafty Witch's better half.
I'm sub to you, Jason.
Mister, if you can give me just a second, because we're going to do something now. Y'all know I do not hand wrenches out to everybody. We are adding them as we go. But if you were out of the room earlier, I did mention that Crafty Witch 232, that's Andy with an I. She's not just a crafting channel, she's a networking growth channel. And Jason supports her in every way that is, you know, that spouses, partners, all that does for us YouTubers. And if I can get into my chat, I've got a fur baby who is being insistent down here.
So Robin said, since I don't have a partner, am I just a half?
Oh, Robin.
I heard that, Myra.
So, Jason, the next time you chat, you have a wrench. And then let me see. I want to be sure whether I need to throw any more wrenches, but I think I think we're good for now. You know, and I have friends, I have people I'm related to that don't have wrenches, so it's not a personal thing, it's business, y'all. All right, so here's your host rock. It is number 6, and it's 154. So the thing with geodes is they will be more of a rounded kind of whatever. You don't know until you split them what they look like. So they can be hollow, they can have drusies, they can have all of this. So this one has a lot of post rock, and then it has this end right here. So let me see if I can. No, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to blind anyone. Right there. So
remember, distance is a good thing with light.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Right there.
You want it to bounce, not just light it up.
So that one is number 6, and it's 154.
Oh, you ladies. So Myra, you know, she goes, did you hear I said that I want a husband now at the East Coast resellers? And she goes, and no one asked me why. And Robin goes, Myra, Tucci is taken, I think.
There's that. All right. So Keokuk, Iowa is actually where my line, it doesn't matter which way you follow it, my dad's or my mama's, but we're talking mainly my dad's right now. Before they come into the Kansas territory, that's where they were, and that's where we went for a genealogy trip with my grandma and great aunt. So this one I'm pretty sure is a Keokuk geode. Trust me, I picked enough of them up.
Myra wants a shipping department.
Number 4, and it's 168 grams, and it's your small. So none of these have been cleaned professionally, just FYI. So, and this isn't half a geode. This is probably a fourth of a geode. Maybe you have it split 5 ways. And that's number 4. Here's another one that I think come from Keokuk, and it's number 14. It's 348 grams. So this one has different minerals in it. So if you know what the desert roses are, there's some desert rose. There's the desert rose. Mm-hmm. Here is your quartz. But again, geodes, now this one was probably only split in half. A lot of geodes, you can open them up and there's nothing. They're solid like this or somewhere in between.
I'd like to cut that big boulder I got out there in half.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to split it with a hammer and it won't split.
But these were all sourced ethnically at the Phoenix Gem Show. And that was number 14. And then for my last one, and it's got a different number altogether because I lost the number for it. So it's S1038, or no, 33. So before I throw some light on it, the outside has what looks like rust. That is iron oxide. And then I'm not sure if this was dyed. I don't think it was because the stones are not dyed.
Oh, that's a pretty.
So, but it's green. Sorry, I've got to figure out how to show this. There's the green.
So it's malachite, isn't it?
So Yeah, it looks malachite to me. This is in a raw form. This hasn't been polished, nothing. The reason why there isn't a sticker on it is just because. But there is geode in there. There's crystals in there. There's druzy. This one I thought you could see all the way through, but maybe not. Let's see. No.
So here is a solid piece of malachite that they can see and see if they can see the. It's got paper around it because the host rock is starting to break. So.
All right. So that's malachite in its raw form. And here is that color. So it's slightly different. I can't hold them both up in the light. But I'll get this as close as I can. This one's cool.
Oh, wow. I like the bottom of it better than I do the actual solid.
All right. And then we got Crafty in for this one as well.
Okay.
Thank you, Crafty. Hey, buddy.
And
yeah, I'm trying to figure out something because this one is going to be packaged really well because I'm not that any of them aren't, but this one can flake. So, trying to look. I had amethyst, but it's not a regular amethyst. So, I don't see it right now. So I may have pulled it for that evening that the guys were showing. Huh? Oh, let me get the number on it.
And this is actually what it will be shipped inside your box so it doesn't get all beat up. It's just a Christmas tin that we picked up on clearance for a few cents. They work like a dream to ship small breakable stuff inside boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you your box inside a box without having the cardboard. So
yeah.
And it makes it where I can wrap it real good.
It does. All right, it is 7:07. We went through all the minerals. Let me see if I can see the other one. Not one. It was Myra that was asking about the amethyst.
Yeah, right? And you got Crafty said that she loves amethyst too.
I do have a piece. I'll have to do some research on it. It's actually a pretty large chunk with crystallized. It's hard to describe it without showing it. And I don't see it, which means I moved it to a safe location. So
she was worried about me trying to sell the farm the other night.
I was, but I didn't want you to feel, because the idea was for y'all to figure out what y'all wanted to bring stuff for.
If you notice, if it's got a tag on it, I'll show it. I don't care if it's women's clothes. I don't care if it's jewelry.
Let's see. Today is Tuesday, y'all. Sorry, this is my third show of 4 today, so my brain isn't fully activated. I think that's going to conclude our sale, just so then I can get ready, because here at 7:30 we're rolling in. We are going to raid Scooter Renee LLC. I don't know if I want my glass in the same box as the rocks. We'll get it figured out, Myra, for sure.
You're probably going to have 2 boxes with what's here because of those glass being what they are.
Well, you talking everything she's paid up on right now. Yeah, I think that's all one box. So I think we're probably on to starting a new box, Myra. But certainly it's something we can discuss in email or in another forum. So it doesn't have to be here in chat. But yeah, we will package, even if it has to be 2 shipments. We will make sure that your stuff, is secure. No worries. All right, y'all. If you haven't dropped a number between 1 and 125, go ahead and do so. We're getting ready to do our last giveaway, and it'll be for a piece of jewelry up there in the pockets. I have stuff that was donated by Buying Space. I had stuff from Don's channel, and I have stuff from our channel.
Jason 123.
So, I didn't choose the numbers. I'm asking Siri. So what we do is, if no one comes in on my number, we go with the number immediately above. If there's no number immediately above, then and only then do we go with the number directly below my number. And as soon as Mr. puts it in chat, hey Siri, shut off my light.
You have to say flashlight. Although she'll say she can't do it because you don't have home set up.
That's what she's telling me. Hey Siri, shut off my flashlight, please. Dude, I know I don't have home set. Siri, shut off my flashlight, please. Thank you. I am not nice to Siri because Siri is always nice to me. I am nice to Siri because when we're on the East Coast, she likes to send me in the oncoming traffic, and then I call her some obscenities, and then
she makes us drive through people's backyards.
And then she sends us through people's backyards. It looks almost like an alley, but no, there was no alley. That was totally driving through backyards. Anyway, all right. Hey Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 125.
What's the number?
45. 45. 45 is going to be the number tonight.
So, no 45, no 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Amy has 55.
All right. No one came in on my number, and the first one above my number is Amy at 55.
Yep.
So, Amy... And I put 46. It was 45, y'all. See? Me and my dyslexic brain. But, Amy, if you're still here, girl, give me a letter between E, F, G, H, I, J, K, or L. And I'm going to put her name here just in case. Because I don't require anyone to stay right now. If we do, at some point, I'm sure we'll have giveaways that people need to be present for. But right now, you know, and there's so much going on. We just went into summer from spring, and
You'll probably have to hang her number. And
a lot of people either have little ones or have little ones that are grands. And, you know,
there's baseball, there's t-ball, there's
soccer.
All the different summer stuff going on with your kids.
Mm-hmm. So I'll just put Amy, and that was Amy Y, right?
Huh?
Is that Amy Y?
Yes.
Yeah. It's important because I know many, many Amy's. So, y'all, I think we're going to go ahead and skedaddle, and we're going to get ready for our
So I dropped the link for tonight's show over on Scooters.
Fourth and final show for the evening. And
it should be a blast. It's usually pretty fun over there. It should be.
And I will be invoicing through PayPal. Hopefully most invoices will go out Thursday evening. However, there will be Friday's invoices as well. So, because our last show for the week is actually Thursday. So, here in just a few minutes, we're going to be in Scooter Renee LLC's back room. And then we're just going to, have a fun evening. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so we're going to be over on Don's channel tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central. Oh, now that I'm saying it, now I'm kind of worried. So give me a second.
I'm in hers.
Okay.
Oh, well, she doesn't have it on there.
All right, but it's usually 5 Central.
Right.
Yeah, and 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
On Don's channel tomorrow, it's the Hump Day Hustle. This week we're over there, so it's with the Groves. And then Thursday, we're back here on our channel at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it's Buy It Nails. And there's going to be a lot of clearance, y'all, because I just got to move this stuff. I got to start doing something to, the stuff's got to just move. So we're just going to start letting things go for the cheap, and we're going to reclaim some space so I can get a functioning office. So with that said, let's see what else. Invoices are due no later than Saturday. The way I did invoicing this week is I did it the same as I usually do. However, after I sent the invoice, I sent an email, a personal email to each person except for one, because they almost instantly looked at their invoice and it tells me when they do. So I just saved the step of not sending it to them. But I send an email, and it just, in the subject line, it says email link. So, life does happen in real time, and I understand that. So if life does happen to you in that way, and it's for real that way, then hit me an email and let's set up whatever we can do to. Otherwise, invoices are due on Saturday, Sundays, and I've got to start. I've got to start following through with that. If there's an invoice that's outstanding, come Sunday before we do our show on our channel to network, before we roll into Black Widows, I'm canceling those invoices. I don't have time to wait and to guess for days on whether someone's going to pay or not.
Basically, what it comes down to is communication. A lot of people don't understand that doing the auctions live on here, it's fun, but it's not instantaneous. You do all the work to do the auction, you do all the work to pack everything, and then you invoice, and then you're still in a waiting game waiting for people to pay. It's a long process, and when there's no communication, then we're just like, well, I guess they're not going to pay.
A lot of people are pretty prompt on payment, and if I invoice them that night, well, if they're another reseller and they're a night owl, they're probably going to pay in the middle of the night, or say they get up in the middle of the night for whatever reason. For me, it's always my platter, but they might pay them. But here's the deal. My invoicing is due on Saturday, so if for no other reason you don't see the invoice, you don't see my email, you've got something for me for the week. Reach out to me, because life can be cray-cray. Past that, everybody who was due, whatever, that all happened last week into this week. If you had something with me on Saturday, Saturday was a spontaneous pop-up between Mr. and Bob, and that's with Dawn's channel. That's her husband. Those are going to be on this week's sale. So if you had anything Saturday through today, it will be Thursday, Friday, but it'll be there. Here's the other thing. Say we have a purchasing history together, right? I'm looking for a box really quick. This is just an example. Say
that's unbreakable.
Well, there was a few things in there that were breakable, but hey, it's all good. I didn't break that. So tell y'all what. All right, so you see there's a lot of room in there. Obviously, once Mr. packs it, who knows? But the idea is, I see it's fine, dude. It's fine. I've broken worse. The sunflower plate at her favorite place to source in Topeka is what upset me more than that right there. Anyways, if there's room in your box, right, I'm going to send shipping still with your item. If you have a good purchasing history with me, I'm going to get the option. So you're going to want to pay attention to your invoices. I'm going to give the option for you to pay cost of goods. So that's what your items are. So say today, the only thing you got was this $5 item. And that's all you get at the end of the week. You're being billed for this item plus the shipping. The only thing you have to for sure pay is the $5. If you want this right away, you're going to pay it with the shipping, and it'll be shipped out the next shipping date. Our shipping days right now are Mondays and Tuesdays. We do have an extra one this week for the packages that should have been shipped today, but it didn't get the labels printed before I did the big transfer that still hasn't. Ooh, you know, PayPal wants their money right away, but they don't like refunding right away, right? But hey, it was my goof up, or they said it was. I'll accept it. But either way, so it's delayed me a day or two on getting a couple of my packages out. But that's the idea. So if you pay for your invoice with shipping, your package is going to come to you. If you only pay for the cost of goods, that's the items only, I will hold it for a following week. If you don't get anything the following week, you're getting an invoice for your shipping plus a couple dollars. Why a couple dollars? Because every Cash App, PayPal transaction has a fee for us resellers. So I have to put at least $1 or whatever it is, so then I can pay for your label. So hopefully that makes sense. If you don't pay for shipping, I can adjust that invoice the next week. So hopefully that all makes sense. If you close out your invoice without shipping, you will have shipping for that particular box. It'll just be the following week, or we'll find some arrangement. Hopefully that all makes sense. Mister, would you set this over there for right now? Because I want to make sure I picked up all the glass. Okay, I think I did. So I'll step back over here. Y'all, we're going to get ready to go over and raid Scooter Renee LLC for her one fry short of a Happy Meal. And it will be her and Selena and us for sure over there, and we're gonna cut up and have a good time, and hopefully y'all feel welcomed. And if we don't catch you over there, then I want to thank each and every one of you for being here this evening, hitting those thumbs up, hitting the subscribe button, sharing us out. Y'all, we are on the road to 500. We got just over 80 followers to get until we reach that goal. And we're going to do some amazing things when we get there. I don't need it to happen tonight, right? But, it's going to happen soon. So, with that said, if I do not have your information, and I don't go chasing people for any other information, I will reach out to a couple of resellers that have a Rolodex. But pretty much within 24 hours, if they're too busy to help me out, and you don't reach out, then I just move on as well. So hopefully that all makes sense. Y'all, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for having fun. If there's any questions or concerns, just drop me an email. I do have to get caught up on my emails. Obviously, we're rolling from one auction to another. So after Scooter Renee's, I will jump in my email and make sure I have not overlooked anybody. But past that, we will catch y'all on the YouTube highways. Y'all have a good evening. Our outro is Rainbow Baby, and yes, with AI, I wrote it for firecrackers. So here we go. See y'all later.
After storms had passed, a light that broke the dark at last. Tiny hands, a brand new start. You lit a flame inside my heart. Each tear we cried painted skies so wide. You gave our shattered hope a place to hide. Rainbow baby, firecrackers Dimples deep with a rainbow smile, eyes bright blue that danced a while. But when they shift to steel gray hues, we see the storm that carried you. We aim for 24 weeks, hearts on hold. Each tiny flutter felt brave and bold. Then 32 weeks you came, 3:12 p.m. we called your name. 3 pounds 12, so small, so new, but every inch was mighty too. Oh, we held on tight through silent alarms, wires and warmers wrapped in arms. Being a 32-weeker, you had mountains to climb. We learned grace one obstacle at a time. You came wrapped in color, heart open wide, with thunder in your soul and angels at your side. Rainbow baby, with a firecracker spirit, light in our lives every time we're near it. Blazing with giggles, wild in your flight. You're the sunrise after the darkest night. Oh, rainbow baby, one of a kind. We prayed for you. Ooh, and you were ours. Ooh. 18 years came far too soon. A lifetime passed by like a fleeting tune. A new season, a new chapter. See you later, new hopes, new dreams. Now fly high, firecracker, light the sky.